Hey everyone, it's Hailey, aka Hailey's Hobbies, and welcome back to my channel where I talk about my hobbies. Hi. So, hello everyone. If you hear my dog, she's playing with a lobster toy that I got her. She loves it. I'm very happy. She is also a little confused because we are packing today. Yeah, so it is time to leave. It is time to move out. If you're new here, I'll be starting a PhD program in August. Hopefully. I just realized that I never formally accepted the offer online. I signed the offer because I got it through email and I signed it, and I've been in contact with the department head and they know I'm coming, and I got the orientation schedule, but the actual system I never went in and did it because I never saw it. Apparently it takes a few business days to go through, so if by Wednesday I haven't heard anything, I need to email. I have a feeling I know why I didn't get the notification, so I need to get that sorted. But anyway, so hopefully I'm in the program. Gosh, anyway, if I'm not, then we're kind of screwed because I already signed my lease and we're moving. So yeah, anyway, we'll figure that out. But today is Monday. I move in on Saturday, and so I am packing everything. Today I'm kind of just focusing on my room decor and all my books and everything. And then I might also I have a lot of stuff under my bed. I might do some of that as well. Clothes will be tomorrow, accessories, that kind of stuff. And then Wednesday, probably whatever is left over. I don't know. I'm a pretty quick packer, I feel like. I feel like I'm gonna have a few extra days in case I do end up not packing as much as I think I will. I don't know, despite having a lot of stuff, I have a lot of little stuff, so it's really easy to pack, if that makes sense. I got most of my knickknacks pretty much all on my bed right now. My grandma ran out to go get some more tape because we have all these U-Haul boxes that we got, and she needs a bit more tape to tape up the boxes. So she's also going out and grabbing a few more boxes. I don't think I'll need as many boxes as she's thinking, but I may end up using all the boxes and just packing things a bit lighter. We're actually going to be getting a U-Haul truck this time, which I've never done with moving to college and back home and stuff. I've always used cars, but this time I have furniture because my place is unfurnished. So I'm bringing all my bookshelves, my dresser, my bed, my desk, my chairs, everything. So we have a U-Haul this time. Yeah, and then I also we'll have 2 cars coming as well because my mom and my grandma are both coming. So someone to drive the U-Haul, someone to drive my mom and my grandma back home. So that's 1 car, and then my car. So 2 cars and a U-Haul. So hopefully that's enough space. But yeah, anyway, so today I'm working on my shelves and getting these done. I need to really dust them. They have not been dusted in a while. I was gonna dust them a few weeks ago, but then I was I might as well just wait until I get everything off and I'm, moving. I'm also unhauling a few books, so I've set some aside. My neighborhood is setting up a little library, so I've pulled some younger middle grade books. So I actually just got back from Maine. In my last reading vlog, I showed y'all some clips from Maine. I had a lot of fun, and I ended up getting 3 books from there, so I thought I'd show y'all that while we're here. I got Jude the Obscure. Not really sure what this is about. Someone said it's depressing and I said, let me get it. I thought the cover was really pretty. It's one of the Oxford World Classic editions. I have one more of these. It's the Canterbury Tales. I got it from the library during a book sale. And so this is the first time having a new edition of it, or a new edition of an Oxford World Classic. And I just really love this cover. It's kind of what drew me to it. Because I actually don't really care for the spines of these editions, so I never really buy them, but I just loved the cover. So I got that one. I also got this one, which is The Oceans of Cruelty, 25 Tales of a Corpse Spirit, which this is a bit different than what I normally read, but I'm trying to branch out with my classics and not just read white European authors specifically, because I feel like I have a lot of that on my shelf. But that's, I feel what people constantly push, as the great, classics. And it's there's so many other people, that in countries and ethnicities and races that have, great classics. And so that being said, I do believe the person who kind of retells this is a white person, but the stories are from India, so we're getting closer with that. But these are a sequence of 25 tales from India whose central theme is the dark power of storytelling. A young king falls into the hands of a wicked sorcerer who orders him to find him a phdhailey or corpse spirit to serve him. And so then it just kind of goes on these tales. And so I just thought this sounded really interesting. And I think it'd be great to read like during the spooky months because it's like corpses. Yes, Winnie? She always needs to go to the bathroom right as I start these videos. Anyway, and then we actually drove to Salem for a day, and I picked, okay, I'm back. Bless you, Winnie. And I got The House of the Green Gables from Wicked Good Books. It said it's a novel of crime and retribution, and I was like, yeah, bless you. Winnie's allergic to the outdoors, and she just went into the outdoors. But yeah, I thought it sounded fun, so I got that. And I accidentally dented the back of this. I don't know if you can tell, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I got these books from Maine and Massachusetts. But yeah, so anyway, this video is a moving vlog specifically. I'm gonna be packing everything up, and then we will be heading to my new college town and unpacking everything, getting settled in. So this is probably gonna be a bit of a longer vlog where I take y'all through, you know, maybe like a month or something of me like, you know, settling in. And yeah, and then I think I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the program secret a bit more, like for another video or something. I'm like being very dramatic. So yeah, I'm going to keep packing, and I'll probably see y'all tomorrow just because I feel like I'm going to be doing the same few things today. She's itching her feet, so she gets to wear the cone of shame. But yeah, so I'm just excited to be moving. I'm ready to like get into a new routine. I've been feeling in a bit of a rut, you know, lately. It's just been a weird like 2 years since I graduated with my bachelor's, and you know, now I have a master's and I've been working, and I don't like working. I mean, I like working, but I just don't like working like with what I did, if that makes sense. There was no, you know, research aspect involved with my job, and so I'm just like, I felt like I didn't have like a purpose, you know? I'm like really excited to like get into research and stuff. So okay, I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. Yeah, okay. Bye. It kind of looks a mess, but it is what it is. So like, I have all of my book boxes here. These are all books. I think this is trinkets. Yeah, I've labeled it. This is all past schoolwork or like things that, you know, would be helpful for PhD stuff. Like, yeah, so that's great. And then in here I have like extra office supplies and like room decor. And so then now I'm gonna be taking these boxes and putting clothes in them. I feel like we're making good progress. I am like a little overwhelmed just because I kind of want to get everything in like, just because I want to make like unpacking as easy as possible, and you know, to have everything in one spot. So like, I've kind of been, you know, reaching for like other stuff in other areas. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, I just want to make like unpacking as easy as possible. And what I'm also doing, which I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not, but I have like, you know, like a million containers. Like this is an example. Here's like another one. And kind of what I'm trying to do is like clear out all my containers, which maybe isn't the best idea because obviously it means things are like loose and everything, but if I can clear things out, then I'm like collecting the containers to, you know, keep in like one box itself, like just a box of containers. And then that way, when I unpack everything and kind of get it in its area, I can see what I have and then mess with the containers, right? Because normally I'll just like use the containers as I unpack, if that makes sense. And then a lot of times like the containers, their items will stay the same within like moving and stuff, but I would really like to kind of like reset my containers, if that makes sense, kind of see what I have and then put it in an area, because like what if that container is already in use because I packed it that way, you know, and then like, but it would be better somewhere else, but because it's already in use, I don't want to. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm crazy, but anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing. So I've just been like collecting my containers, and then yeah, and also kind of setting stuff aside that I'll donate, throwing stuff out. My trash can is pretty full. I need to go clear it. Tomorrow I will be going out because I need to refill a prescription. I need to get my car washed. I ran out of glue, and I need to do my journaling spreads because I went to Maine and I want a scrapbook and I ran out of glue. And I thought I had an extra glue stick, but apparently I don't. So yeah, because I feel like I would have found it already in my office supplies that I just packed up. My room is such a mess. Oh my gosh. It is so messy in here. I wanted to show y'all, I got my new glasses in. I'm very happy. I have these ones, I got them from Warby Parker, and I really like their glasses. I feel like they make a lot of styles that I like, because a lot of places like, you know, like Vision Works or something, or kind of like, is that what it's called? Yeah, Vision Works has a lot of glasses, but none that I like, which kind of sucks because my insurance, I think, covers like Vision Works specifically, but I don't really like their glasses, but I like Warby Parker, and I just bought a new pair. So these are kind of my old pair. They're actually green, which is kind of hard to tell, but I love those ones, so I'm gonna switch those to my updated lenses. But then now I have now I have these ones, and they're a lot bigger, obviously, massive, but I really love like the style of glasses, and so when I saw that they had a pair, I was like, wait, I have to try it on, and I love it, even though I know they're not for everybody. My mom actually really doesn't like them, but I think they're really cute, and I feel like with like a cute outfit, I feel like it just looks so cute. I'm also thinking of like dyeing my hair, just because it feels so like dull, which, I don't know, it just feels very dull, and I feel like I could brighten it up a bit, not like a blonde, but like, is there such thing as like a golden brown? I don't know, I guess my hair is very like cool tone. Enough about my hair, enough about the glasses. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of stuff today. I've also thrown out a lot of stuff. I've set a lot of stuff aside for donations. I pulled out some clothes so that I can, you know, get ready and everything. And yeah, so for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna be watching YouTube videos. I'm gonna finish my few pages of Tale of Two Cities. I'm trying to read like 20 pages a day, so I should be done with this like next week. It's fairly short. Still really liking it. We're meeting a lot of new characters now, so that's great. Okay. All right, everyone, hello. We have moved. I didn't really film much of the whole moving process, really none at all, just because I was actually driving my car up here, so didn't want to drive and, you know, take videos and stuff at the same time. Normally, you know, my mom will drive up with me and like I'll sit in the car with her, during the times that like I haven't had to like, or yeah, during the times I haven't brought my car up. But yeah, I'm bringing my car now, and so I also drove on my own because my brother drove the U-Haul because I had to bring all my furniture, which is a new experience, and then my mom and my grandma needed a car to go home, so they drove in their cars. So I drove by myself, so no montages or anything. Otherwise I could have done like a dramatic like reveal of where I'm at. But shall I like grab the shirt I bought to show you all? Okay. I don't know why I'm being so secretive about it, but I might as well tell y'all. I'm back at A&M. So yeah, I bought a shirt to commemorate that. But if you're new here, I did a bachelor's at A&M. I did it in microbiology, and I've gone off and I've worked and completed a master's also in microbiology, and now I'm back at A&M, not doing microbiology, but actually oceanography. So that's what my PhD is in. It's in oceanography, specifically biological oceanography. I'm going to be studying microbes in the ocean, which is really cool. Very excited. That's like what I really want to do, and surprisingly that field is very much like an oceanography field. Like I always would search for it like under microbiology programs as opposed to oceanography programs. And so when I realized it was under oceanography, that like kind of just changed everything, because initially I didn't want to come back to A&M because I did not like their microbiology program. Also, their research in the biology department is very like circadian rhythms and like animal behavior and like kind of stuff like that, which is not like what I'm interested in. I don't like that stuff. I did take a class on circadian rhythms senior year, which I actually really liked, but I just like that's not the area I want to go into. And so when I figured out that A&M had an oceanography program, which by the way is the oldest oceanography program in the country, which I did not know, I was like, oh, let me look into that, and I found the most wonderful professor and I'm really excited to like get to work. It's, if you're curious, if like, you know, you're applying to programs or anything, the oceanography program specifically is like advisor based, if that makes sense. Like you can either do lab rotations or, you know, come in with an advisor. Depending on the program, in A&M you come in with an advisor, and an advisor has to be willing to take you in order for you to get through, you know, the application process and like through the committee and everything. Whereas like a lot of programs will do lab rotations, so you don't know who you're going to end up with. Yeah, but anyway, I think this is my Coke. I believe my brother bought me this while we were out, so I'm gonna drink that. If not, I'll have to buy my roommate a new Coke. I'm actually living with my old roommates. Senior year, I lived in an apartment with 3 other roommates. One of them is off like gallivanting the world, and then the other 2 are actually still here, and they're in the veterinary school. They're doing vet school, and one of them needed a roommate, so I'm actually living with my old roommate, which is a lot of fun. And my other old roommate lives very close by, and these 2 people are like my best friends in the entire world, so I'm very happy to like be back like here, just like socially, because the past 2 years have been hard like socially, because I just haven't had any friends, you know. I'm like out of the way, like way out of the way, and like at work I'm the youngest one, and so to kind of be back with like friends is really nice. But yeah, anyway, so I now have a lot to unpack. This is kind of what the room is looking like so far. I'll give y'all kind of a little tour later. I have a lot of boxes, and there's so many in the living room right now. My roommate is actually out of town, so I have the place to myself for a little bit, which is really nice because it means I can shove stuff out in the living room for now while I unpack it. And so my room isn't, you know, really crowded. This room is huge compared to all the rooms I've lived in. I'd say the dorm room that I had at college was like the biggest room I ever had, but this is like the second biggest room, and this is like an apartment, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, anyway, so I'm just gonna be unpacking for the rest of the day. It's pretty late, it's almost 6 p.m. Tomorrow is gonna be filled with running errands. I have no food in this house, so I need to go to the grocery store. I need to go get like a shower curtain. I don't have it, so I can't take a shower currently. And I'm gonna need to buy another bookshelf. I'll show y'all when I'm kind of doing a little room tour. And there was something else I was gonna buy. I forgot what it was. Shower curtain. There's something else that I have in my Amazon cart, but I can't remember what it is, but yeah. Anyway, also I dyed my hair. This is a new development. I think I told you I wanted to dye it, and then we have a family friend who dyes hair, and so she was like, I can fit you in like before you go to school. So I did dye my hair. I don't know if it looks much different. It definitely looks a lot different like in public. I feel like you can really see it here. I just got it a bit lighter, and it's actually like a balayage is what it's called. So like it still has my natural hair here, but then it's highlighted throughout, and then it gets lighter down here. And I wanted it to be a bit more red. According to my mom, it is pretty red, like in the sun. Like, it's like a strawberry blonde, pretty much. But my hair didn't take too well to like the red toner, so it's not as red as I'd like, but it is what it is. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of fun. I've never dyed my hair before, so that's a fun experience. I also got my new glasses, which I think I mentioned if I haven't cut out the clip, but yeah, feeling very cute. And yeah, so new glasses, new hair, new apartment, new degree to work on, so that's great. So I'm going to get to unpacking, I guess. I like don't really have anything to do, so I think I will start with unpacking. I'll probably start with my closet and like my toiletries. Oh, let me show you all the other shirt I got. We've made it a tradition to like buy a new shirt every year when I'm, you know, at school here. So my mom bought me the other one. And then I wanted to get this one for myself, so I bought it. It's Queen Ravelry. I'm not like very big on like school pride, if I'm being honest, but I think Ravelry is really cute. So I got the Queen Ravelry shirt, and I just thought it was really cute. And I got like the XL because it's pretty big and I can like sleep in it, so that's great. Also, my mom got me a new mug. Y'all are like perched against it. As a housewarming gift, she got me a mug that says PhD in progress, and it's super cute. And I actually don't own a black mug, I don't think, so I'm happy about that because it'll hide the tea stains. But yeah, anyway, okay, let's get to work. Alright, so this is the apartment, my room. Very nice and spacious. I have a lot of room here. Closet, bathroom. So in the closet, this is kind of just what I've done so far. I've put t-shirts up, all my sweaters, and they're color coded. I need like a purple sweater. I don't own any purple sweaters. And right here I'm gonna put like my most used shoes, or I guess, well, I mean, I have some other shoes that I use a lot, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put like my tennis shoes here because I don't have any clothes to put here, so might as well put my shoes here. Not sure what I'm gonna fill up in here, but maybe like my craft stuff. I feel like that's a good spot for it. And I have all this storage as well, so I'll probably, like, I have a couple of these boxes here. I think this one has skirts in it, maybe? Yeah, so this is still skirts. So once I see what containers I have, I will probably like kind of put some stuff in here. I also have like some nicer shirts. I think this is all my like knitwear, like accessory stuff that I've made. Yeah. And then this has like work clothes and pants and all of that. And so I'm going to put those in boxes because they don't really need to be hung up right now. They're good to keep for, you know, grad school. Or I'm going to find some boxes or buy them if I have to, and kind of store them up here. And then this is the shelving unit, which looks a little funny right now. But I have all of my shoes here. I have a couple boots back there. And then this is kind of going to be the two accessory shelves. Like, this is going to be like earrings and like, you know, watches and stuff. And then probably like my perfume and all of that. And then right now, somehow I own like 1 million hair clips, and I don't know how that happened. But that's all the hair clips, scrunchies, hair ties, bobby pins, headbands, extra brush, curling iron, or flat iron. And then I don't know what I'll put up here. So yeah, but that's kind of how that looks. Dresser, of course, with everything in it. And this is kind of the desk setup right now. I think I'm gonna move this IKEA cart to kind of be like over here when this door is closed. I don't know if that's enough space actually. Maybe we'll put the IKEA cart over here. That might be a bit better, who knows. Desk shelves now. This is technically a shoe rack, but I like to put, how I'd like to do it in my last apartment was I like to put like books and makeup on it and everything. Now I have bookshelves, so I can just keep makeup on it. Wasn't able to use this at the house just because I didn't have the room, but now I do. So we're gonna put makeup on there. Maybe it's not the best thing to have it right by the window, but I'll probably just keep that one closed all the time. Nightstand, which I've turned kind of in the corner, which I think looks cute. Bed, sticking out straight from the wall, which is kind of weird to me because it's like a twin, so it just feels too small to do that, but I think it looks cute and I don't know, mature, I guess. And then over here I have my bookshelf, and then I'll get another skinny one to go next to it. And kind of right here, this is where I'm collecting containers. In this bag, or in this box, I have bags and stuff, but I forgot to bring like the hook thing, so I had to buy one. And hopefully, I think that gets delivered like in the next few days. This is all stuffed animals and stuff, so once I make my bed properly, I'll put them on there. Toiletries, pads, whatever, skincare, yada yada, which will all go, you know, in here. I've just kind of been combining it, and that's just a lot to like put under the sink right now, so I'm kind of gonna wait a little bit until I kind of see what containers I want to use, and then I'll organize that a bit better. The bookshelves are going to be the last thing probably to come together because the bookshelf won't be here for quite some time. Current state of the bathroom. This is pretty much staying the same. This is what I used at the house for like my teeth stuff. It's probably actually going to go over here with perfumes. Oh my god, these things are for your heels. If you wear like combat boots like Docs and like you get blisters, you can put these around your heels and just put a pair of socks on, and it'll like, it's so much better. You won't get blisters that way, and it's so much more comfortable. Then I just have like cleanser, sunscreen, deodorant, vitamins, all that like skincare stuff, potpourri, towels, which I'll probably put up here. I just need to like get my step stool and clean that out. More towels. My grandma bought me these. These are really nice. And then shower stuff, which I think I'll probably get like some sort of like caddy or something to hang so I can like kind of consolidate everything into one spot, because I don't really like everything's out, you know. And then of course I need to get a shower curtain. I just ordered a shower curtain. It's just gonna be like this sage green, and I forgot a liner, so gonna be another day probably till I can take a shower. I'll probably go to Walmart tomorrow. When I'm getting my food tomorrow, I think I'll probably try and find a liner so that way I can shower. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Now I'm just kind of waiting for my roommate to text back so I can get the Wi-Fi password, so I can just like, you know, watch YouTube videos. But yeah, I might set up a bit of my desk since like I have nothing to do right now. But yeah, really I could go to the grocery store, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. I'm loving how the room's turning out so far. I was really unsure about like the layout of the furniture, but me and my brother went back and forth for a really long time. Initially I was going to put the bed in this little like nook right here, but it just looked kind of funny, and yeah, it didn't really look great. And then like I was going to do the bookshelf, or like the desk shelves here, and then the bookshelves like right here where the dresser is, but then the shelves with all the shelves just did not look good because, you know, the shelves in the closet are a bit different than the ones right here, so it just looked funny. And so then we came up with this and I think this might be, you know, the best way to do it. So yeah, if I really wanted to, if like I didn't have like those bookshelves there, I would flip the bed so that way it was against the wall, but I have the bookshelf, so I don't think it's gonna fit that way. Maybe I'll see if it does, and then that way it opens up the space even more. But yeah, those things are like really light to carry, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna turn in for the night, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some more unpacking and everything. Okay, bye. So I went to Walmart this morning, got a bunch of, you know, grocery stuff, and I still have like a lot of room in like the fridge and the pantry, which is really nice. I was worried about like space. I wasn't sure how much space there'd be, but my friend divided everything up very well, so I still have a lot of room, so I could potentially get more stuff, which is kind of nice. And yeah, but I did get a bunch of bathroom stuff. I spent so much money at Walmart, it's kind of ridiculous, but they had a bunch of bathroom stuff, and kind of as I've been unpacking, I realized that I just have nothing in the bathroom, because I shared my bathroom with my grandma, so like, you know, everything was already there. So obviously got a plunger and like the bowl and everything. I was gonna get that online because it was like $30 in Walmart, but then I found this one for like half the price. That was like in the back of the store for whatever reason. So yeah, I got this hanging shower basket because the shower like wall juts out a bit farther than like the shower like head itself, and so like one of the metal ones would not have worked because it would have laid funny. So this one has a bit more give to it, so that's great because I want to, you know, have some of my, or you know, put my stuff in there. I got the liner that I needed, so we'll see if that fits. Got some trash bags and a little trash can. I also got this really cute soap dispenser, and then realized that I forgot to buy soap, so I will be going back out and doing that. I've just been using like the kitchen soap in the meantime. And then this is a little tray meant for the bathroom. However, I'm going to use it to put my glasses on because I just kind of throw my glasses wherever, you know, when I'm sleeping. So I'm going to put this on my nightstand, and then that way I can put my glasses in it, so that way they have a spot so they don't accidentally get knocked over like I tend to do in my sleep. And yeah, so a pretty successful like trip. I was planning on going out and like maybe getting some containers and stuff, but I just want to wait and see what kind of, you know, like all my, when I gather all my containers and everything, just wait and see if I need anything else. There's no point in buying extra. Oh, and then I have this plan. So there's this dance studio offering for 30 days an unlimited like class trial, and it's like $100, which sounds like a lot. However, if you've danced before, that isn't like too bad, I feel like, of a price range, especially because it's unlimited classes. You could literally take every single class if you wanted to. And so I'm gonna give it a go for this month since I have nothing to do. You know, I'm just like unpacking and getting settled in, so I have nothing to do for the next month pretty much, and it'll kind of like, the trial will end right as I, you know, go into orientation, and then I'll probably just do like, they have like a 4-class pass, and I think I'll just do that since it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, but if I really enjoy it, then maybe I will decide to like try and do the unlimited every month for $100. That's like a lot of money, obviously, so I need to get like my budget set once grad school starts, and then maybe we'll see if I can swing it, and maybe that can be like where my money goes for like a hobby, because I don't need books. I don't need, you know, makeup. I don't need clothes or anything. So maybe I can put my money towards that as like my hobby spending, because I do want to allocate a little bit of money for hobbies. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go see if my smoothie thing is charged. And yeah, and then we will get into, actually we'll make some tea, maybe journal for a bit, like I said, and then we'll get into unpacking a bit more. So yeah, okay. Bye. So it is Tuesday, I think. I just got a package. It's my tea. So my roommate has 3 cats and I'm allergic to cats. And so I'm just trying to keep them out of my room. Right now they're not here. My roommate is doing like internships and stuff, but when they come back, I bought these to see if they hopefully will work. They know how to open doors, so like they can come into my room. So I'm hoping this works, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if it'll fit right. Okay, I'll mess with that later. I have like 4 of them now, so I guess I'll have them if they break. I'm hoping that'll deter them. I feel bad because like I feel like I'm encroaching on my roommate's space because this has been her apartment for the past 2 years. And I'm just kind of coming in and taking the second room now. This used to be the office for her and her partner, but now I'm here and I feel bad like encroaching on the space, and like also like obviously the cats are used to coming in this room and now they aren't going to be in this room, so I feel bad. Art tour, I guess. I've decided I'm just gonna hang up like the wall stuff as opposed to like putting out all my knickknacks just yet, because I really want to wait till my bookshelves are here to decorate with my knickknacks, just because I feel like I want like, you know, all my furniture here before I separate my knickknacks. So yeah, anyway, so starting over here, I have this like cork board with a white frame that I got like freshman year of college. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna put it here and just put like cute photos on it, of it, what is that? Oh, that's the wood. I thought I like brought in a chicken wing or something. Okay, anyway, so I'm just gonna put that here and put like photos of, you know, family, friends on there. I think I'm going to kind of do the same layout with how I had all my photos at my house. These are all my art prints in this white sheet thing. So I think I'm gonna do that. This wasn't on the old wall, but that wall is big, so I think it'll fit. So maybe I could put it like here. I feel like that would look really cute. So my brother got sent the wrong like Amazon package like years ago. I'm talking like senior year of college for me. And so he ended up getting like this really pretty like cutting board with like butterflies and stuff on it. And I don't need like a cutting board right now because my roommate has all the kitchen stuff. In 2 years time when she moves out and I need to, you know, either get another roommate or live on my own, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money to get kitchen stuff and furnish an apartment and all that. In the meantime, I thought it'd be cute. I have like my little vanity area that I've made with the cutting board, or the cutting board with the shoe rack right behind me. And it's really cute, but it has gaps. And so I'm thinking I could just lay this down on there and make a little like tray. Oh, it just barely fits. Yes, oh, that's perfect. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Wait, okay, let me show you. That's so cute. I've been like trying to figure out what to do with all of this. This is the little vanity area. So here's like the tray, which is so nice because as you can see, like there's holes in here. So now I can just, you know, lay stuff without having to worry about it going through the, you know, shoe rack. I think this is so fun to use as like a little vanity because I like to sit when I do my makeup, and so I have it like right up against my bed, so I'm supported with my back, so that's really great. And then if I want to, I have my little cushion right here to sit on. But anyway, yeah, so I have like my mirror. I also have this plant back here with, I use this old Mario Badescu stuff to spray the plants. But makeup wipes, and then some cotton rounds, moisturizer. I have my acetone here because I'm not really sure. I don't know if it should be like placed like that, so I keep it upright. Although I guess I could like tuck it back here. I might do that because I feel like it just looks funny up there. But I don't know how to organize anything. Ugh. But yeah, and so then we have like makeup brushes back here, and I might put these on like a coaster once I find my coasters. And all my makeup. I haven't been wearing makeup a whole lot just because I'd have to wake up so early to go to work, and I was just so tired. But since I can kind of wake up a bit later now, I will be wearing makeup, hopefully. So I'm actually also gonna wait a little bit on like this wall for more decoration, just because I have the bookshelf, you know, coming in, and really I could like, you know, measure it out and like mark it and be like, hey, don't go past this point, but I think it'll be easier once the bookshelf comes in, so we'll do that. And I think it's gonna look really cute. It's gonna be like a little gallery wall. I'm probably just gonna put everything in the same exact spot as at home, but maybe like flip it, you know, like mirror it, just because the bed and the bookshelves are kind of on opposite sides now. Okay, so this is the vibe right now. I like it. I need something right here, and I'm not sure what to put. Hello everyone, so it's a bit later. I finished my dance class. I had so much fun. I was a little worried because different studios, you know, have different definitions of a beginner ballet class. Some, you know, expect to like teach you the steps, so you're sitting there, you know, learning how to do a plie. And when you're someone who's danced, you know, for 16 years, sometimes you're just like, okay, I understand. But, you know, ballet gives you good, you know, like dedication and like, what's the word? I forgot what the word was, but like, oh, respect. So like, even though you're like, yeah, I know how to do a plie, you know, you're acting like, you know, like, oh yeah, I've never done a plie before, because that's like what the class vibe is like, if that makes sense. Even if like you've done ballet for years, you know, you still are like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to do a plie. Just because that's what ballet respect instills in you. But this one was very much like, okay, everyone, you know, knows the steps. We're just gonna do a pretty easy class, no crazy combinations, just kind of the basic stuff. It was a really great class, and everyone was so nice. Very good vibe, like people were great, and I was good with the dress code, so that's great. I think just because it is like a drop-in class, they're a bit more lax about dress codes, like, so I fit right in with my outfit, which was really great because I don't want to do a bun, I don't want to put on tights, you know. I do need to go buy new point shoes tomorrow though. I'll probably go, so tomorrow I'll do my morning walk, and then probably what I'll do is I need to return my little doorknob things that didn't work, so probably what I'll go do is do that first, and then go and get new ballet shoes, and then go to dance class, or maybe do ballet shoes, UPS, and then dance class. All that being said, had a great class. I am now going to register for classes. I thought this was going to take a lot more time, but no, it kind of happened within a few business days, so that's great. So I'm going to just like follow the sample degree, just because I feel like that's just the easiest thing to do. So that would be taking physical oceanography, chemical oceanography, the seminar class, and then research. And so I need to have 9 hours, I think, to be considered full-time. They've changed, like, registration. So I really don't know what's going on with all of this. Shopping cart, build schedule. The great thing about grad school classes is that there's typically only one offered at one specific time. So how do I do this? Build schedule. I built my schedule. I think they did this like my last semester, but like I don't know. Forgot how you go in here and do this. Okay, here we go. Send to shopping cart. Register. I don't know how they do the research credits. I'm assuming that someone will fix it. I've registered! Yay! Oh my god, wait, I want to take a photo to send to my mom. Alright. Ooh, we're a little shaky. Alright, everyone. So, it is Wednesday, I think. I just got back from another dance class, and I bought new ballet shoes because I have always been like a 5.5 in these shoes, but I think just over time, you know, it's been 6 years since I've gotten new ballet shoes. I've, you know, haven't danced a lot of that time, and I've gained a lot of weight. I feel like my shoes or my feet have grown in some way. So my other shoes are so tight. I found this little bag. I look very blue right now. Ooh, I almost fell. But I found this bag that I'm just using to put my shoes in. And I have these. Here's the new ones. These are a 5.5, these are a 6, and I just was like, I cannot take these anymore. When I was like dancing with my first class back, I was like, either I'm like really tight or these shoes are too small. Like, yeah. And so then today I danced again and I was like, I think I just need to go get new shoes. So I went and I got new shoes and I'm so happy. And they feel already a million times better. But yes, anyway, I'm gonna clean my room. And I think that I am going to end this video. So I know technically my room is not done, but I feel like I got a lot of content. I've been chatting a lot. I feel like y'all are sick of me, so I'm going to end this video. I also think content-wise, it'd be really great to do a whole like reading vlog with me setting up my shelves as well, because they're bookshelves, you know? So I feel like that kind of goes really well with like a reading vlog, and I kind of want to start filming a reading vlog. Yeah, and I only have so much storage on my phone. But yeah, I'm very happy with how my room is turning out so far. I obviously still need to do the bookshelves and place all my knickknacks around and everything, but I'm gonna be trying my best to do PhD vlogs every month. I don't know like how busy I will be. I'm sure it's gonna be really, really busy, but kind of my plan is to do a PhD vlog every month and then like another video every month, like a reading vlog or like a knitting podcast, and kind of alternate between those two and kind of upload every other week. I'd love to upload weekly, but I just don't know if that's like sustainable for me, if that's something I can do. I only have so much storage on my phone, so, and I edit everything on my phone right now. So maybe if you would like to see more content, subscribe and like the videos, so that way I can monetize this channel and I can buy a camera and like have like editing on like the computer, and so then that'd be a bit easier. So if you'd like to help out with that, do please subscribe. But I am so excited. Like, I'm starting to get a lot more excited now, you know, now that my room is kind of all cute, and now that like I'm enrolled in classes and everything. I'm still really, really nervous because I just, you know, like class-wise, I think I'll be okay. TA-wise, I think I'll, you know, it's like 50-50, but then like research-wise, that's like where I'm kind of worried, and I don't want to be like a bad PhD student, you know, and make my advisor regret picking me. So yeah, but I'm excited to, you know, go get back to classes and everything, and, you know, be able to share, you know, this journey with y'all. I know I've been filming YouTube videos now for I don't know how long, but since like high school. And so y'all have seen a little bit of me in high school, y'all have seen quite a bit of me throughout college, throughout my master's, and now it's the PhD. And so I'm gonna try my best to like consistently upload, because kind of one thing that I'm really passionate about is science communication, and I feel like social media is such a great way to do that. And I don't have to be like teaching y'all concepts. I can even just be showing y'all what a PhD is like, because I just feel like sometimes that information is so closely guarded. I, kept trying to find, people who were doing similar degrees to me, but like I could just never find, anything about it. And so I kind of want to be able to like make a space to share with y'all about this, especially if you come from a background similar to mine where you're low income, first generation, you don't really know what to do. I think it'd be great if I could make maybe some videos about how to apply to grad school. Not that I'm like the most qualified candidate, but I do know the process now, and apparently I have been successful. So I just really want to try my best to get content out for you guys, and then also, share a bit of reading, share a bit of knitting. I was gonna say if I had any other hobbies, but I don't really have any other hobbies. I do journaling, but that kind of can be put into, PhD vlogs or reading vlogs as needed. I'm just gonna be chilling. I'm excited to get back into reading because I haven't been reading for like very much this month, so I'm excited to film a reading vlog and maybe do like a 24-hour reading challenge. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish a book today actually, so I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna clean up my room a bit and kind of do that. I think the next time I'll see y'all with a vlog is actually like September, if I stick to my schedule. So y'all will be seeing this vlog now, and then I'll have a reading vlog coming out, and then I'll do a PhD vlog if all goes well. And so I'm gonna show y'all me planning everything. I'm using a Filofax this year, so I hope it goes good. I'm having trouble like printing what I need to print for this, so I'm a little worried. And I'm like wondering if I just need to go back to a bullet journal. But I already, bought, oh, this isn't really a Filofax, I should say. This is just a binder, but I keep calling it a Filofax. But I've already bought all of this, so I like want to use it. It's really cute. I've decorated it like really cute. My task for this summer is to figure out how to print this properly, because I still have not managed to find a good way to print. But yeah, anyway, so I can't believe we're like here, we're doing a PhD, locking in for another 4 to 6 years, and yeah, now I have to do the PhD. I can't just say I'm gonna be a PhD student, now I gotta do the PhD. So yeah, anyway, I'll definitely show y'all more like planning and also how my room ends up looking in my next PhD vlog, or my first PhD vlog. So if you're excited for that, stay tuned. And yeah, anyway, so I think I will leave y'all here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!